We need to up our game and shit. We need to do comedy butt naked, right?
His goodbye. He blew his eye socket off and his eyeball fell out.
White women keep kidnapping us. Y'all seen The Blind Side?
Aren't you glad we have that disclaimer at the beginning of the episode?
It's going to come in handy for this episode. This episode of the Voice Party Podcast is brought to you by Rich City Rides. Ride further, ride together. Get your ride on with Rich City Rides. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice Party Podcast. It's me, JD, here, back again. Another brand new episode. Give me something. There you go. I'm sitting here with back from the dead. Make it loud for Marcos Molinar.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great.
I love the hair. I heard you killed it, bro. It's awesome. And over here we have the ones and twos, Phil Spruner, making podcast great again.
What's happening, honkies?
All right. This guest. Hey, well, you cut off my sound. What's going on?
No, you're still good.
I'm still good? Okay.
Yeah, you're still good.
All right. I think I lost my hearing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. This is a guest. We've had her on before. Always a great time. And you can see her on a lot of our past, like, exciting episodes, like the 100th episode on the Roast of JD Arandia.
Yep.
Always a pleasure to be in her presence. Everybody make it real loud for Tammy T. Love.
What's going on, guys?
How are you?
I'm good.
Tammy T.
What's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. It's raining in the Bay Area. Like, it's crazy.
Are you tired of the rain?
Yes.
I'm so tired of it.
I'm exhausted with the rain. We
It's-
need some happiness.
Yeah. It's gloomy. I feel
It's like
it's
Seattle.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's been gloomy like half the year now.
Yes.
What? I mean,
Well, I know it's only, but I mean, but for so long.
It feels like half a year.
Yeah. It
It's
feels
only
like a long
3
time.
months in,
Yeah.
and I feel like we're in July already.
fuck.
But
Right?
also December was all gloomy too. And
Yeah.
stuff
But we
like
didn't have rain in those
Yeah, we
months.
did. Yeah, we did.
Not that
A little
much.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we kind of need the rain, right?
Not
We don't need
anymore.
this much.
Not this much. Yeah, come on.
Because the snow is gonna melt, and
That's
where do you
true.
think all that water's going?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of floods this summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of
yeah.
people, a lot of rich people houses is going underwater.
Not that long ago, didn't they evacuate some places up north because of the floods?
Yes.
Yeah, that just
and
happened.
in Southern California.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think more SoCal because they have a lot of like
Flat.
they had a lot of but like the hilltops too were starting to slide down and
Yes.
stuff. All the big mansions. I think more NorCal
sliding down.
NorCal had a lot more fires though because once it dries up, then it gets super dry.
Yeah.
Well, this will prevent the fires.
No.
No, no.
That's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's still coming? the
100%.
fires?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the places that are getting a lot of water, there's places that aren't.
That aren't getting one.
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
then you still got places that like Fresno and Modesto. That's going to be 110 degrees in the summer.
Oh, that
Yeah.
it got up. It gets up there like up here. Something like this last summer. Like I was in San Ramon. It was 116.
That's stupid.
That's insane.
That's stupid. You don't go outside.
No.
I was working in that weather,
No.
and I worked in a house, and I thought, oh, cool, I'll be inside. The house was barely getting built. There was no walls.
no.
So yeah,
Just
I
straight
That's
heat.
crazy.
straight heat. Yeah.
That sucks. We just played in Modesto and it was pouring rain.
Yes.
Like it felt like it was 40 degrees. I mean, it was like 50, but it was just pouring rain.
left Portland for the
Oh, yeah.
Northwest Black Comedy Festival.
Nice.
How was
It
that?
was 40 degrees and it was raining
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and I know, like for me, I think I got I was out in the cold, and I don't know if that's why I got the cold, but the cold weather hasn't been helping with my throat. I lost my voice twice already.
Cold weather doesn't make you sick. It's the germs. I just want to dispute that real quick.
No, but the cold weather doesn't help.
No,
Doesn't.
We got sick. We got sick after the Modesto show too. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were playing outside, and it was like 50 bands that we were watching.
right. And
That's an old
one
Mexican
of those
thing, for
50
sure.
bands got you sick with germs.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
true. That's true. Also, we're out at shows a lot. That is a
Yeah.
higher risk of getting, that.
Not washing your hands after you shake someone's hand.
Yeah.
Because you boys
Cleaning
don't
the-
wash your hands.
Cleaning the mic.
Cleaning the mic.
You're the only person I see.
every
do that.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. Because when I don't, I get sick.
Yeah.
Do you get sick really easily?
No, but
relatively healthy.
running through these shows the way we do, if I'm not cautious, I will get sick.
Okay.
Because it's so many different people touching the mic, on the mic,
Right.
spitting on the mic, their mouth is on it, their teeth, you know.
And just the natural occurrence, like maybe you hit the mic or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just,
Right. And then if I don't wipe it and I hit my lip and it's wet, I'm like, oh my God.
That's so gross.
Like,
That happened to me. That happened to me at Tommy T's.
like, who did I just kiss right now?
That's so gross.
Yes.
I noticed that like when I did the show with Felipe, every show he brings his own mic.
Yes.
Like his features and hosts,
Yep.
and then he puts on his own mic.
Yes.
That makes a lot of
A
sense.
lot. I've noticed a lot of working, well-established comedians do that. They bring their own mic.
Yeah.
Because it's just nasty out
Yeah. Well, there's also, I mean, two possibilities to that too, because Felipe is a big headliner, a big name. So it's just natural that like most big acts have their own mics, like even in music too. Like you always
Right.
bring your own mic, you have it customized. I remember Felipe's was gold, specifically a Telefunken mic that I really like using. So like it's just those kind of things, you know. But I'm sure that it definitely
This is
saves a bunch of trouble.
It's nasty. I've smelled, and I think this was at Cobb's. I smelled the mic,
It's
and it
disgusting.
smelled like bad breath, and I was
Yeah.
just like, that's.
And then
That happens.
sometimes they think this works, this little rubber.
Yeah.
No, after so many people have spit on it and breathed on it, it's just a dirty sponge in my face.
That is a great point. These things are only $6, like for a pack of 3.
Yeah.
You can keep getting
That's
Right.
that's the thing that we do.
You
Like,
know?
we take it off, but then it's not like we change it.
Right.
Completely. We change it out like every 6 months, but yeah, it doesn't do shit.
But these are different. You know, it's not somebody standing up there holding it for
Yeah,
an hour.
we only do this once a month.
Right. That's different than
Also, for these two, these stay the same at every table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The same person is using these. So
yeah, so it's different than, 10, 15 comics get
Yeah,
there.
and some of these don't wash their hands. They like
They don't brush their teeth.
brush their teeth.
They
you don't know
smoking.
you don't know who they're sleeping
Oh
with.
my God, it's just nasty. You just did some sex acts in the parking lot. It's a nasty situation.
That's a nasty. It's a nasty thing.
It's a nasty.
what's the nastiest venue you guys have performed at?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't even know.
That's a good.
You could just name the city if you're too scared to say the place.
Nastiest. I'd say maybe seen some nasty stuff. No specific place, just San Jose.
I believe I did a show in Los Angeles. I'm not gonna say the club, but it's by a movie theater. And it's pretty nasty because the green room is like an extension to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the bathroom door is open and it's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that
It's like a break room for the kitchen.
when the green room is nice and clean, it's a good look.
Yes.
It's just like, okay, cool. You know,
Yes.
that's I like that.
You can't keep the green room clean if
Yeah.
the bathroom and door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Do you guys
literally right
mind
there.
like not sketchy is not the right word, but like if a green room was something like just brick walls and stuff like that, maybe a couple chairs, do you guys mind that, or do you guys really?
No, it doesn't really matter. I just prefer the bathroom not to be like right here
Yeah.
with the door open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the green rooms, don't nobody really be in there.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to come backstage and I want to go and hang out in the green room. Nobody's in there.
Yeah.
Nobody's in.
And if you are, someone's eating or something. And
Somebody's eating.
That's really, green room.
Right.
Nothing exciting happens in the green room.
Nothing exciting happens in the green room or backstage.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Stop trying to come backstage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's
The most exciting things on the fucking stage. Just
That's
go
it.
there and watch
Go sit down and watch the show.
Well,
That's
you
the most
think-
exciting thing.
Do you ever think about it, like when you go to shows yourself and you're like, oh, I wonder what they're doing backstage right now. They're like, they're doing the same thing you're doing. They're waiting for the show to start.
it. He's on his,
Waiting for it.
homeboy was on his phone. He's on
Homeboy's on his phone.
Yeah.
Like, no lie, they've been waiting more hours longer than you.
Right.
Like, they got here at 8 a.m. this morning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And nobody's
Like,
doing anything.
like, that's why they do drugs and shit, because they're bored out of their fucking mind.
Well, I could think of other things
yeah,
to do
yeah.
to stimulate your mind than drugs.
No, but I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, especially back in the day, like why, like rock stars and comedians were just drugged out all the time because you'd be at these places for hours on end. There was nothing to do, so you just party. right?
That and the fact that they just wanted to use drugs.
That's it. Well, yeah, you
Yeah,
get
because if
addicted
you're a
at some
drug
point.
addict, that's already just
The drugs just enhance their ability to sing better in their mind.
In their mind. Thank
Yeah.
you. There you go.
A lot of great music came off of drug addicts and coke and
I was watching this video.
heroin.
Yeah, this video of this old salsa singer from New York back in the 70s. He turns around and then he's like,
Right.
and then he sings the song like gracefully. You know, it's like that's a trip. That
I mean, look at Ray Charles.
yeah,
He was a heroin addict, and great music came out of it. Now, granted, heroin is not a good drug of choice.
Yeah.
But look at the music.
all the 70s, all the 60s, all that shit like Richard Pryor.
Yes.
All that stuff.
And he said he sucked dick for the drugs. I don't want it. Any drug that make you suck dick, I'll pass. I'll pass on that drug.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
You gonna use a suck a dick drug?
No.
Okay.
No. Not even for food. You know, that's my drug. I don't think I'd starve.
So if somebody gave you a big Kobe steak, it was all seasoned good.
It depends how
Amen.
it's cooked.
It was cooked
It depends
to
how it's
your
cooked.
perfection.
Look,
It
man,
was
if you're
great.
comfortable enough with your sexuality, that's no big
You know
deal.
what I'm saying? And then,
Kobe steak. I'm just saying.
then he said, "Yo, I got a case of Kobe steaks you
Yep.
could take home with you."
If I'm feeding my family, maybe, but I'd probably just rob you at that point. if it's just me and him, and he's like, "You got to do," oh shit.
Have you seen that one video where like some, that same thing with like, would you suck a dick for like $1 million or something like that, right?
Right.
And everyone's like, no, I need way more than that, blah blah. And you're like, and the closing like argument was, can you imagine if you saw $1 million in cash?
Right.
Like it wouldn't take $1 million. If you saw 50 grand in cash, you might rethink that. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen that much cash in person?
Yeah, I still would decline.
You would decline?
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
if that's my option, like I could do other stuff. You
Right.
know, like you want me to go do
50
something
grand up front right now.
to suck a dick
No tax,
Right
tax
at your
exempt.
feet. Right at your
right
feet.
at my feet.
Boom.
No.
You're just letting 50 grand go.
Yes.
Because you have integrity.
Call me gay, but I'm taking the 50 grand.
Well, we've been called you.
Yeah, that's
Don't you worry about anything on that.
I'm taking the 50
That's
grand.
been said.
I'm taking the
already.
50 grand.
That's been
There's
said.
no way. There's
with your
no way
little-
you're not taking that.
With your leotard,
the money's
Levi's.
just the 50 grand is just an excuse.
Right.
No, it's a bonus.
It's an incentive.
It's a bonus.
Thank you for letting me suck your dick. I'll take the money.
You didn't even have to pay me. I was gonna do it anyway.
Joke's on
but-
you. I'm gonna do it for free.
Right.
See you again here tomorrow.
Right. Just don't bring money. It's unnecessary.
There was
Just
never
bring some rags. You'll be fine.
there was never 50,000. We just wanted you to come out, Marco.
Right. It's okay, Marco.
Damn it, you tricked me again.
I see you at Pride.
I love going to the Pride Festival.
Yeah.
I used to.
You don't go
That's
anymore?
fun.
No.
It's not for, like you
But
said, it's not for gay people
Yeah,
anymore.
too many.
No.
Ever since we got sponsors, like real big corporate sponsors,
took
the
away
gay
the-
pride is just trash to me. It's no gay people. It's just straight people that want to see the gay people and see the naked people, and it's not the same.
And they treat it like it's like a gay Coachella, like
That's why it's
themed.
not even called gay pride anymore. It's
just
called
pride.
pride celebration. Yeah, just pride celebration. The gay takes away from the marketing, and it's not good it doesn't translate overseas.
Well, is it because they feel because there's so many different sects of
There's a lot more alphabets.
alphabets? That's what I meant. Sect.
There's a lot more letters added to our
Added-
alphabet.
Right. So now you're like, oh,
What
it's
is it
not
right
just
now?
a gay thing. It's
Right. It's a
LGBT.
no, it's like S something. right?
LIM for Marco. No, I'm just kidding.
LBGTQLIANOPQRXYZ. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's my community, and I'm confused.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I don't know how to say it, I sometimes feel left out when the whole Chicano thing is talked about because I didn't grow up that way. Is that kind of how you?
I don't feel left out at all. No, because a lot of the times what they're arguing about doesn't even pertain to me.
Wow. Like what's an example?
All of that stuff. I've never been to a meeting where gay people were mad at anybody.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have a meeting in the LGBTQ. Who are these people?
Who's deciding?
who's running
Who is
this?
the LGBTQ community? Why they always say the LGBTQ community is upset? Why? Who is that?
Yeah.
Because I've never been to any of these meetings.
Yeah.
What's the last time you went to like a pride festival, a gay pride festival, when it was actually gay pride?
When it was actually gay pride,
When you
probably like
felt it was still-
2007.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, that's when like 2000. When I first came out to the Bay Area in '96. It was gay pride. It was naked women running around with body paint. It was naked men running around with body paint.
Yeah.
It was like the Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but just gay people. And there wasn't that many sponsors, so it wasn't,
No corporate money was coming in.
not that much. You may have had like Budweiser, because Budweiser supports anybody.
Yeah.
Just little establishments, but not real big. But then when it got corporate and T-Mobile and all the Kaiser and all these other people,
Verizon
Verizon, yeah, and all these corporates start getting involved, then it became a everybody celebration, and
it's
everybody,
Pride in your body.
Right.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Do you think that's a negative thing?
To a degree, because now the real alphabet people can't go anywhere and have a safe space to go. There's no gay club that I could go to and I'm like, okay, I could talk to this girl and it'd be no problem. But if I talk to her, oh, I'm straight, I'm just here with my friend. What the fuck? You got 100 million
hella places.
hella places.
Right.
So, but you come to my safe space and then you get upset when I try to talk to you in my safe space.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
an
only problem I
interesting way
have.
to look at it.
Do you ever go to those places anymore, or you stop going?
I be between my regular job and doing stand up.
Yeah. Yeah.
My nightclub is PlayStation,
Yeah.
2K, and Madden.
What about on that note, like what about like stuff like Tinder or anything like that?
Oh no, I've done the internet dating. It was called Yahoo Messenger, AOL.
AOL mess.
Yes, Craigslist. Oh my God, Black Planet, MySpace.
That was my introduction to like the internet, the Yahoo.
Yahoo Messenger.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
What you claim, Buster? Like That's where my cousins. I remember like when they came to my house, like that was just talking shit back and forth.
He swears he's not a gang member.
Straight people stuff.
Straight people stuff. Yeah, straight people stuff. Straight people have a lot of interesting things. You have a lot of interesting things you guys do.
A lot of interesting
You don't
things.
shower before you have sex. You just come home and fuck. It's like, ugh, that's nasty.
I've never heard of that one.
According to the heterosexual TV.
JD's never heard of showering before.
Right. Right.
Fat
Right. Right.
I gotta wash under the belly, bro. I can't let anyone go in there like
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're
I
like,
don't believe it.
fuck, dinner's under here.
I'm almost certain somebody stuck their head under your stanky belly before.
God.
Shut up, Marcos.
Shut
up, Marcos.
Has anyone stuck under?
Was it Marcos?
No.
You paid him.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
So you paid him.
No,
50
see, if you're
grand.
gonna call me gay, you gotta know where it comes from.
My
Pause.
family already thinks that this is like my boy toy.
Parents are not always wrong. So
My family thinks the same thing, but
Yeah.
I'm like
you're the bottom.
the main one.
You're the bottom.
No, yeah.
100%.
He would have to.
100%.
Yeah.
That'll look odd if he was the top.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll watch it.
I feel like I could
On
also,
pay-per-view.
I could do better.
You'd buy it?
I could do better. I feel if
I don't think so.
No,
I think this is as good as you're getting.
Yeah.
He got the tattoos and the ponytail. This is as good as you're getting.
Like I'm not like terrible looking.
I'm not saying
I'm not Zac
saying
Efron.
that.
He wears leotard, Levi's. You get it.
Leotard? What the fuck's a leotard?
It's like
What's called the little like all full
Jumpsuit?
like Jack LaLanne used to wear.
What?
figure skaters wear and shit.
A leotard. That's you're trying to say leotard.
Yes. From Levi's.
See, he knows.
Yes.
Everyone knows the word leotard. That's right. And she should know too.
I do. But see, I've been getting my I've been working on my teeth. I've been going to the dentist to get my teeth fixed. So I had Invisaligns.
Oh, you
so
did?
So now that my teeth are straight, is I have to learn how to pronunciate all over again.
What has that? How's that been? Because I'm thinking about getting them.
Me too.
They're wonderful. Yes, the Invisalign is wonderful, as long as you follow the instructions. Brush your teeth,
brush your
floss.
teeth.
Flossing is brushing. Brushing is polishing.
Gotcha.
So just a FYI, if you don't floss, you got gingivitis.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah, yeah. Because my bottom teeth are all crooked, and my top one here, this one, it's like sticks out. I don't know if it's because my brother pulled it out that way when I was a kid.
I don't think that has anything to
It
do with
doesn't?
it.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
okay.
No, it's just natural. Mine does that too.
Yeah.
And then you kind of starting to get a gap.
Yeah, I don't have a gap, but this one
I have a
just
gap.
sticks out. So
Well, as you get older, your teeth are going to gather.
Yeah.
So they're going to move and shift.
so it's better to do it.
It doesn't matter when you do
When
it.
you do it,
Yeah,
okay.
but as you get older, your teeth are just going to gather and move and shift, and especially at night. So
Yeah.
being on stage and having pictures taken,
That-
I started seeing some weird mouth action, and I was like, nah. Nah, B.
Nah, yeah, I'm self-conscious about that. Like now more with my weight, when I'm on stage, like I look at that, like like oh fuck, my face looks hella fat. So now I'm conscious of it, and I'm trying to like,
Listen, just walk every day.
yeah.
Start off by walking. I mean, I see the pictures, and I be trying to hide my little belly.
I've been trying to baggy clothes and
But whenever I see the camera, I try to suck it in, but it doesn't work because they always post the worst picture.
Do you guys think that?
especially when it's someone else posting it, they get
Oh
the
my
worst.
God, it's always a
worst.
picture of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, yo, you couldn't have just got me smiling. You had to chose that picture.
yeah. Do you guys think that image has a? Sorry. Do you guys think that image plays a big part of success in comedy, like it does, like in music or acting and stuff?
Like
Good physique, good this and that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to women.
yeah.
Women, it doesn't matter
could be
what field you're in.
You could be unfunny. and
Yes.
get a lot of opportunity.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Looks is everything.
Yeah.
Growing up in Los Angeles, we were taught that appearance is everything. It don't matter where you go. If you work at Burger King, wherever,
Right.
your appearance is everything. It's your first introduction to
First
people.
impression.
And that doesn't have to be a bad thing either. 'Cause I think that, and
No, you could still be, heavy set and wear it attractively. I know a lot of you could
Thank
still
you,
be.
Tammy. Thank you.
Yeah, you could still be a heavy set person and still wear it attractively.
sure, yeah.
I know a lot of big women that are plus size, BB. I don't know the correct term in this generation. So
Straight people activities.
yeah, straight people activities. You guys make up way too many weird rules.
BBW? Is it BB?
BBW.
Is that what
Big,
it is?
beautiful women.
Yes.
I don't know if that's what it. Yeah. All right.
Well, we'll go with that. Plus size women
Plus size women.
that wear their plus size attractively.
Yeah.
So it does matter. Your image does matter. It's just, you could do all the great in the world, but once you do that wrong bag thing and go to jail on a weekend in Berkeley,
That sounds very specific.
This is very specific.
Yeah.
then boom, nothing else matters. But, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
You gotta-
Berkeley.
Well, listen.
Are we just gonna skip over this?
Yeah, we're
or-
just going to skip over it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, you got to be careful out here in these streets.
Especially in Berkeley.
Man.
Well, you know what? That I have heard that, like, and this is something you and me talked about, like sometimes the bigger guys and stuff like that in comedy specifically, or the uglier you are,
Listen,
for lack of
comedy,
better words, you tend to
comedy-
be more funny because people like relate with you more. If you're super,
The reason Shrek is popular. Yeah.
I mean,
comedy in itself will make you gain weight.
Yeah, that's true.
okay.
I swear, doing these stages, running around,
Eating outside food.
outside food, eating at the shows, traveling back and forth sleeping in hotels, you're not really eating good.
Even if you don't drink.
Even if you don't drink,
Yeah.
you're not really eating good unless you're buying your own groceries
Right.
when you're on the road.
And another thing, like this is my doctor told me, if you don't have a good sleep schedule, you're not going to lose weight. No
Right.
matter what gyms you go
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
sleeping is like the most essential thing to weight loss. Getting rest.
Yeah.
A lot of us
And
are.
we don't have time to rest. As soon as we get off the show, like yesterday, the show ended at around 11.
Right.
Oh,
So
dang.
I go home. I can't just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm woke.
Right.
So I'm going to snack on something, watch a couple
Those
of.
late night eating too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was just on him we got home. Our show ended at like near midnight in Sac, and then drove. It was raining, so it took a little longer. And by the time we got back, it was 2:30 in the morning, and then I didn't go to bed till 5.
Right,
I'm
'cause
like,
you
oh,
up.
I'm up. I'm like, I had all this adrenaline. I'm like, oh, let me just
All right.
figure out the finances now. Like, what do we do tonight? Blah blah blah. I'm gonna
just
start doing
woke.
all this. Yeah.
Counting your money twice and shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, seriously. Like you're just like, what did I do? What's my
That's right.
What's my numbers? How many
I
people
got-
did follow us? Blah blah. And then next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning.
Yep. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like, I got in the habit of hanging out after shows, and that's like I gotta stop that, because I stopped that already at one point, and now
I disagree with that.
No, I'm not hanging out.
I disagree with that.
I'm out.
why?
You have to hang out at shows. Though.
Why?
I keep
Why?
telling him, because if he's trying to make fans, especially like if you did a really good job, people want to like talk to you after the show. I get like if you're spending 4 hours after the show with just comics, you need to be responsible and go home. You have a 2-hour drive, dude.
Right.
But you can't just dip after your set. You need to finish the show. When people come out and you're standing there, I want to go see you because you made me laugh the most. I related with you the most. And
Perfect
you see this
example.
every time.
I had a great set at Barrel Proof last Friday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I kind of was like, like,
Wasn't feeling well.
no, well, that, but also I was kind of just like, as soon as I get my check, I'm out.
Right.
And he like was like, oh, you should, like, you tell me.
Listen.
Because people were coming up to me saying great set, and that's cool.
Taking pictures.
But I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
I headlined Barrel Proof for, I think they had a private event for TLC Family Services. It was really cool. But after my set, I was like, I'm out of here.
It's a long drive.
It's a long drive.
If it's close, I don't mind, but
White people have this thing where they reach in to say great set like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to hug you and kiss all on your neck. It's kind of strange.
The kissing,
people
is weird to me still. Like if I don't know you,
Yeah.
please don't really kiss me.
people
but, like,
overstep their boundaries when they're giving you compliments.
Yes.
Sometimes, man.
Yes, they will definitely, especially if they've been drinking, they really excited. They'll come straight in with the hug and the kisses, and it's like, oh my God.
Besides the kisses, if it's just a hug, do you fault them too much? Like, do you
No,
get super mad, or do you kind of understand?
No, I don't get
A
mad.
fist bump
I
is more than
appreciate it.
enough. A fist bump is more than enough.
I appreciate it, but sometimes some of these women get really aggressive.
Sure. Yeah.
Really aggressive. And a lot of times it's just, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
I don't need Mary kissing me on my neck
Right.
to say great set.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then they talk real loud. So I'll be like, oh my God.
Right in your face.
Yeah, it's weird. And
Just alcohol breath.
white people talk real close for some reason. I don't know why you guys talk really close.
Yeah, Marcos.
When
Not white.
really close, and I don't get it. It's just like it don't matter where you're standing. You can stand on the side of me. You still are just like right here
Yeah.
with your breath and your saliva.
And drunk people in general. Just,
It's worse.
It's the
Yeah.
worst. I did. It was after.
I love you, fans.
Yeah, no. I like getting compliments and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool, but like after a show the other day at Fluid, these two drunk Mexican chicks gave me like a 5 to 10 minute pep talk this close. They were drunk.
Right.
About how I should incorporate this into my bit about Fabuloso.
They don't even do comedy.
yeah.
It's like
But I
Also,
appreciate
do you
it.
even want to hear that from another comic? No lie.
No, other comics giving me tips is great.
Yeah.
But some random dude that
can be
enjoyed
great,
the show was like, "Oh, I got a joke for you. Let me tell you. Everybody says I'm funny. I should do comedy too." Well, sir, that's great.
And I'm not gonna remember what you're telling me.
My dentist tells me the same joke every time, and he's always asking me about Johnny Carson. I'm like, bro,
That's
I did not watch Johnny Carson growing up because he didn't let black people on his couch.
Yep.
So why would I? I'm not a Johnny Carson fan, bro.
That's something funny that like you pointed out. Like, I have every time I meet someone, maybe like an extended family member, and then like, oh, you do comedy? Do you know Jimmy from Fairfield? He's a comic too. Well, he's thinking about doing comedy. I'm like,
Yeah. I know everyone that's thinking about doing comedy.
Yeah,
yeah, we're all connected.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I definitely get that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you met? Have you met? Have you met? Have you met? I'm like, no, I haven't met them. No. Even if I did, I still would say no.
No.
yeah.
Right.
I have so many celebrity phone numbers
Yeah.
in my phone that I don't even use.
Isn't it funny? I have the same thing with like, I'm starting to get to that point again where I'm having like industry contacts on my phone.
Right.
And you're like, I can't do anything with this.
Nothing.
Like, you're not good enough friends to just text them, hey,
What's going on?
what's going on? Yeah.
Do you
it's like-
remember me?
Right.
It's weird.
It's like you kind of have to wait for like that fourth or fifth interaction again to then be like, okay, we're cool, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. But like, I can't do nothing with this.
Nothing.
As a fan, I've done that where I met someone, then I met them again afterwards, and I expected them to remember me.
Right.
And it's like, okay, that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
More people remember me than because I'll be like, hey, I remember you.
Yeah.
I don't.
that happened at
Yeah.
one of my shows where you were headlining one of my shows here in Richmond, and this girl I went to high school with showed up. She said she had seen you at Tommy T's
Right.
the weekend before, and you just looked at her and said, I don't know her. You walked away.
No, I'm like, I do not know her, but I was polite when she was there. I was like, yeah, girl, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we had a good old time. I don't know her.
Oh,
I don't know her, and then he
spit.
walked away.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
yeah. I mean, because you don't want to be rude, you know, but at the same time,
Yeah.
And
And it's
some-
also, like,
some people I'm like, damn, I want to remember their names.
Yeah.
But I don't want to ask them.
You remember faces.
Yes.
Yeah. There's this, I was at the gym the other day, and this is the kind of like really fucked up thing. So this guy was like, yo, you're in that band Tomorrow's June, right? I had no idea who he was.
Right.
And so, you know, I'm all excited. I'm like, damn, I just got recognized at the gym, blah, blah, it's cool. But it's in my hometown. So I'm like, I probably went to school with his sister or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he knows me through somebody else, or I just don't remember him at all.
Right.
Maybe because I used to work at the bar, the local bar down here or something.
Right.
Like,
So I can know you from anywhere.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, hey. Because usually they know my name. Hey, Tammy.
yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
I suck at
What's
remembering
up?
names.
what's up, girl?
that happened to me.
Hey, you.
Right.
My regular,
Long time.
that happened to me with my regular job where like, hey, you remember me? And I'm just like, oh shit, you installed my alarm. Like, oh yeah. Oh, thank God it's just that.
You're like, how's
Right?
the alarm doing?
Right.
You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Right. Because I installed your alarm in order to rob you. but
yeah, I
you
know
just don't
every customer.
Right.
right.
I never liked those little ADT security systems and stuff.
No?
I always thought it was a scam.
Why?
Why?
Because it's too many people that have access to your home.
That's true, and they get like lawsuits.
It's
all
regular
the
ass
time.
people
Yeah.
working at the security place, checking out your place. So, you know.
There's a lot of factors to it where like one, a lot of the times they don't talk about it as much, but like they'll get lawsuits because they got like hacked and people's information was at
Right.
risk. And that's, you know, like you as a customer. Two, the other thing too is sometimes the techs they have working brand new don't even install the shit properly
And don't even care.
and don't even care.
The dude put like a hole this big in my wall
Yeah.
for a wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That come on, you don't. And he did it like twice. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
Right.
When one of my last jobs in that field, because I don't do that no more, brand new guy, I taught him how to. I was teaching him how to install it, and he didn't know how to put the drill in the chuck. And I was like, oof, this guy.
I remember a dude came to my house because he was doing a DirecTV satellite.
He drilled on the roof.
He was too clean. You know what I'm saying? He was too clean. He had on a fresh little polo shirt from DirecTV. His khakis was
Brand new.
clean, brand new, and creased up. He had on
too green.
some white Air Force Ones. And I'm like, you gotta, you know
Bro,
what I'm
who
saying?
goes to work in white Air Force Ones?
Bro, for DirecTV at that. And I was like, well, you got to get on the roof and fix the satellite.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I have to call my supervisor. It's too dangerous. And this is, I don't believe we can do this. And I was like, how you think he got up there?
Right.
So he calls his
Somebody did it.
supervisor, and the guy comes that looks like he's been working all day.
Dirty clothes.
Dirty, it's from head to toe.
Boots.
He gets up there on the ladder because I own one.
Yeah.
And he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? I own a ladder and a toolbox and a tool belt. So, why, sir, are you so clean?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but the dirty dude, he got up there and fixed it, and I was like, you need to fire him.
It's funny that you mentioned that because my buddy who I do my other podcast with, he was my boss at one point. And when I got hired, he was asking me, he's like, why do you not dress like normal clothes? All you're doing is bagging beans. I go, dude, we get dirty here.
Right.
Like I get stains on my, from the grease and stuff.
Right.
And he always came in like really like just nice going out clothes. And I was like, you obviously are not
You're not doing shit.
doing the right work, bro.
Right.
Or like you're not.
You're lazy.
Yeah. And I was like cracking up. I was like, how do you stay so clean? Obviously, like when I got there, I was like, oh, this hasn't been cleaned in 6 months.
Right.
Let me start doing this.
Right.
I give him shit all the time for this, but
If you're doing manual labor and you walk out the field
Clean.
clean.
No, like grease on your hands.
that's like playing football, and then you the cleanest guy after the game. You don't even need a shower.
Cleats are hella clean.
Hella clean, brand new.
Jersey's hella clean.
Not a dirt mark on it.
That was the thing I'll say about my childhood. I used to ruin clothes because I actually grew up playing outside. Like
I did
very
too.
last.
We had outside clothes.
Yeah.
I did too, but
Yep.
then eventually, like after a while, inside clothes or whatever, party clothes, nice clothes would become outside clothes, and I had tears. I had
Yeah, but you were also a big boy too growing up, right?
no. I mean,
Yeah.
not like you think, like a little fat boy. Oh,
He was a gangster. Gangsters. He had to.
gangster. No,
He
but
he had to been able to run from the popo, so he couldn't be big.
no, never had to run from the
I
pole.
don't believe.
But we did have to run from fucking loose pit bulls.
Look
that
at
were-
it. Look at it. I knew it was some running involved.
No, but I'm saying like that's the thing that I grew up. My knees are messed up from how many times I've fallen like playing outside, and that's one of the things that like I don't know if you ever grew up playing outside like that.
Yes, dude. Not that much younger than you.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Yes, you are. He's like
He's 30.
Rockabye baby ass motherfucker. What? 28.
34.
34.
We played
About to be
outside.
34. About to be.
Oh,
You're 33. You're not that much older than me.
How old are you, Tammy?
53, baby.
Damn.
That's right. 53 years old.
Every-
5 tray.
Are aging backwards. You look younger than the first time you came on the podcast.
Because I'm not drinking.
Oh,
That's good.
When I first came on the podcast, I think I was intoxicated on the podcast.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah.
You've been sober for like what?
Probably
Well, no alcohol.
no alcohol. The beginning of the pandemic, like a couple months in,
Wow.
Nice.
I stopped drinking, and I don't desire to have alcohol anymore.
Awesome. Does it you just feel like a completely new person?
Yeah, certain foods I can't eat anymore.
Yeah.
Certain restaurants I can't go
Like what?
to. There's a couple of burrito places I can't eat.
Okay.
Because,
Really?
Yeah, because it's junk food.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like at bars, I can't eat bar food because bar food is specifically over salted,
Over salty.
so you can drink more.
That's true.
The fries have extra salt on it. All the fried food that requires salt is extra salty in order for your taste buds to give you thirst and want more to drink.
Gotcha. Yeah, as far as like the mental goes, and like when I stopped drinking, it night and day changed.
Yeah.
How I felt Like
yeah.
my body just feels a lot more energized a lot more of the time. I'm less angry, less irritable. Like
Since you were here, he actually went to rehab for alcohol.
That's what's up.
yeah, well for everything, for drugs, everything. I'm straight edge on everything.
Now
Almost 2 years.
I still smoke weed, but I didn't smoke weed when I drank. And if I did smoke weed and drink alcohol, it was a totally different person. It was like, it was bad.
I do know. Like I remember one day, I think I came off the stage and said that I don't know what that last big didn't work, and you said it's the alcohol.
It's the alcohol.
That is true.
It's the alcohol.
It's a big difference when I drink and I don't drink. Like the day at Barrel Proof the other day, no alcohol at all.
Yep.
And
I
you
was
killed
shocked.
it.
I
Yes.
did. I did. I'll say like I don't like whatever brag, but that day I fucking
Yeah.
I did.
No, there's a clear-headedness that you have when you're not drinking, and I think people like you make the joke like, oh yeah, we had great music come out of heroin addicts and stuff, and yes, we did, but also when you are super clear-headed, you can see an artist like.
And you can see everything.
Really flourish.
When you're not intoxicated, you can see everything that's happening in the audience. You can see that person with their arms folded, the one that's rolling their eyes, the one that's really laughing. So you can easily, with your material, bounce off what's going on in the audience because you're aware.
Yeah.
When
you're more
you're-
methodical of how you're gonna say it than like I noticed that like because I think I don't know if I ever mentioned it to you, but like the first whatever years is 2012 that I started stand up, I used to like damn near drink myself to
Blackout every night.
Because most people think you gotta be drunk to do comedy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel like they're their funniest at a party when they're drunk.
yeah.
But when you really get up there and you understand your words have power and what you're saying is going to resonate with the people out there and is recorded, after so many times, it's like, damn, that's trash and it's recorded forever. You start to, take a look at yourself like, why is it trash? Okay, let me cut out the alcohol and see what happens. Now I'm doing better and I'm resonating with the people and my words are catching on. And now these people, I see them like 5 years later and they're like, oh, I remember when you said this, and they remember my joke.
Yeah.
So, and they remember the story. So that means a lot more than a drink ticket.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a great way to say that because, people they think you're supposed to be fucked up. It's the life of a rock star. But I think people also forget that like this is a job.
It's a job.
You're doing a job, and like if you cannot perform your job well, you're not going to get hired
My
to do
booking,
more jobs.
yes, my bookings changed when I
Been
stopped
on a lot more
drinking because
Also, the hang that
Yes.
you are.
I'm not hanging out after the show.
Well, are you a good hang when you're drunk? Are you a good? You know what I mean?
Well,
if you're fucked up.
She is.
Yeah,
I'm asking in general.
Drinking.
Some people aren't.
That's true.
Now, if I drink and smoke weed, I'm not. It's gonna be very DMX.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be very.
I never
DMX.
saw that, Tammy.
Yeah,
I never saw that.
You did
Tammy.
not. You did not. This is way before your time. Yeah,
I met you when you were still drinking.
but not. No, I wasn't DMX.
No.
But I have been. I have definitely been a DMX type individual back in my younger days.
Yeah.
With alcohol and weed and just being out and cocky and
Yeah.
straight out the military. I'm 110 pounds, body fat of 3%,
Yeah.
all muscle.
Yeah.
It was. Ask your mom, she knows.
Can you remember a specific time that you were like, looking back, you're like, that was my fault? Like,
Oh, yeah, a lot of times. I understand why I'm single. I'm perfectly aware of my errors in relationships.
okay.
Because you break up, you're like that person, you blame the other person for everything. But once you sit down, I could have not been drunk that day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I could have not been, arrogant at that point in time. I could have been compassionate at this point, So you definitely take a look at yourself.
Yeah.
That is a thing that like I do think back on like how many like talking about the whole alcohol thing. a drunken night with friends ruined friendships, lifelong
Yes.
friendships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and I can't.
Over one night.
And we've apologized, but it's not the same anymore.
Because you don't even know what you're apologizing for. You were drunk.
I was told, and it's not good.
Yes.
It's
See?
like one friend. We're still friends, but like we got into a big fight between like 4 of us, and apparently I like threatened to kill one of them. It was just shit talking, but it got to that point.
It got ridiculous.
And that's and then like we like killed 2 bottles of tequilas.
I woke up at a nightclub. Where everybody go? Like there was nobody in the club. The lady was sweeping up.
That's hell.
The lady was sweeping up. My lady friend, I don't know where she was. And I was so drunk. This woman was like, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll take you to your car. She took me to my car, and I'm sitting in my passenger seat, like hella drunk. Just, I can't see.
Yeah.
And all I hear is, bitch, what the fuck? Get out of my girl car. I think my girl like yanked her out the car window. I don't know. I was like, just somebody take me home.
Oh,
Right.
So
that's scary to think of.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because it was some strange chick that was
Right.
like, let me take you to your car. Anything could have happened to me.
Right. Right.
So my lady friend found me, and she got her out the car and took me home, and I woke up in her bed like, where the fuck? Like she had took my clothes off and washed them. It was all bad.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing where you
Yeah.
don't remember how you got.
Yeah.
No, there's too many nights where you're like, how did I get home?
Oh, it's been many a nights
Too many.
where I transported.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, and I hope.
I drove like with my eyes closed and just prayed.
I got home one night and I woke up and it was like, I don't know, probably like 1 p.m. when I woke up. And I went into my car and I saw a McDonald's bag with like all the trash wrapped up in the back seat
Right.
and a Jack in the Box in the front seat.
So you was
just munching.
Oh, yeah.
driving around to the fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Probably trying to sober up in my mind. Like,
Right.
maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like if I just eat 6 meals.
Hungover as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got home.
I got pulled over in Sacramento. I was drunk out of my mind, like wasted.
Yeah.
And we went across the street to the burger place, and I used to always get these French fries with lettuce and tomatoes on top, and it has some other stuff on it, some hot sauce. And then after we left there, soon as I got in my car and drove across the light, whoop,
Yeah.
the police
Like waiting for you.
waiting. And I'm sitting in there, and there's a white police officer woman, and she's like, follow your driver's license and with your eyes and don't move your head. I was in there like, don't move your head at all. And she was like, all right, drive safe. I drove around the corner, and me and my homegirl prayed and was like, thank you.
That's so
Because I was supposed to go to jail that night.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of times I should have been in jail.
Yeah.
But
I reconnected with an old homie recently, and he told me a story that, like, he got DUI one night, and his dumbass thought someone told him that you can fake the breathalyzer if you do it with your diaphragm instead of your actual.
Like he would even know how to do that.
Well, that's what he fucked up, where he went, and it's just like, oh, like we see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And it doesn't work.
it does not work.
No. You're not getting away with anything.
You're not getting away with the breathalyzer.
No.
You might get away with the walking, but the breathalyzer, you're going to jail, buddy.
Yeah.
And I've been blessed.
That's what got me.
Yeah, you got a DUI?
Yeah,
I've never had a
Went to jail
DUI. So
that night.
Never?
no.
Good.
I've been blessed. No DUI.
I came close once. I was drunk and high.
I've never been to jail.
No.
So far, so good.
Neither.
Yeah.
No.
I don't write letters.
They put me in the drunk tank, and this one.
You were there for a whole night?
For 8 hours.
Damn.
And this one lady was like across. I kept waking up like every hour on the hour, and there's like more and more people in all the other cells. And I was still like, thank God I was like the only one in my cell the entire time. But there's this one lady like across from me in the other cell.
Lady?
Yeah, they were because it was just the drunk tank, and like they had, whatever. And so every time I would like look out the window to see like what was happening, she would just see me and she would just yell at me like, "Fuck you!" Blah,
Right.
blah. And some Asian lady kept calling me the N-word, And I was just like, what's going on? I'm freezing in there too. I was like, what's going on?
I think they put you in the women's prison
Maybe
by mistake.
Yeah. No. Or I think it was a tram.
Right. You probably had on leotards that time.
I had the
Yeah, the
skinniest jeans.
Yes.
heels.
I had the
100%.
tightest shirt on.
Yes, they
I was coming back from
definitely-
a concert.
Yeah, they put you in a women's facility.
It was the coldest.
Probably
night
safer option.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
No, but
that-
it was
That'd have been dangerous.
it was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was-
Yeah, that would have been very
They
dangerous
would
to have you.
Yeah.
took them leotards right on off. Shout out to the skinny guys.
Yeah. You know,
What you in here for?
that was funny.
Oh man, yeah. No, luckily never. There was one incident I told you about. It was a fight. I was in a fight.
In jail?
No. It was a drunken fight on Cutting here in Richmond, and it's kind of fucked up. But the reason the cop told us he wasn't gonna interfere was because he was on his way to like a murder or some shit.
Right.
Right.
So
I got.
and it was with a fight with a family member, which is horrible. But like, it was a drunken.
Yeah,
it
more,
was 'cause we're
more
drunk.
important business to handle than messing around
Right.
with you
He-
Mexicans
Get
fighting.
your shit together.
He kind of told us
And he
that
was
like,
probably tired of coming over to your house for this drunken mess.
no, we didn't live. We were just driving through, and it was like just like I think back to almost every bad, traumatic
Decision
moment, it's
from alcohol.
had something to do.
Yes, alcohol definitely encourages bad decisions.
Yes.
And it's horrible because everything we do in life is surrounded by
Celebratory things.
getting a drink.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's really funny how, like, the alcohol is the one drug that is encouraged.
Legal.
Right.
No, just encouraged.
Encouraged. You could go to the gas station right now and
Get a
buy
little
you
shot.
a shot of Hennessy, or you could buy you some a 6-pack of Heineken
Yep.
and kill somebody.
In what we do, that's kind of like encouraged for us to do our, like the audience. We want the audience to, or producers want the audience to drink, and also a lot of, that's
Well,
like a thing.
I've done some shows where
Dry
there's no
bar.
alcohol,
Yeah.
and we had a good old time.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like that's the incentive. Like most shows we do, like
Yeah, you get a drink, take a free drink and a free
not
meal.
just us, but the audience.
Right.
people.
Right, right.
I'll tell you guys this. So we played a show in Modesto at a brewery, a festival.
Right.
And with the rain and stuff, they had 50 bands outside, 20 rappers inside. In the brewery, they had a little patio, like most do.
Right.
They didn't let alcohol outside of that building though that day for
Right.
some reason. So anyone who came to see the bands, nobody was drinking in that area. And it was like the weirdest thing because like mostly everyone was sober.
But everybody came to see the rappers. They was drinking.
No, okay. This was a kind of a weird thing. I felt bad, but nobody was really there to see the rappers.
I could believe it.
But they had a bigger audience because the alcohol was there.
Right. So the
You know what I mean?
audience for the rappers, they had liquor.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the rock bands,
Did not.
see what I'm saying? Self-destruction.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was, yeah. But that was an interesting one.
Yeah. I mean,
And bands didn't get a free drink ticket or nothing.
right.
Because there was too many bands.
Too many bands.
Yeah.
So we bad.
That would have been, you would have given away 300 beers.
Yeah.
So
And that's
50 bands.
And that's what I liked about the show we did here, for example, like where there was no drink tickets for comics, but you get a free meal.
Right.
And everybody liked that. A lot of people like that
Right.
better.
That's got to be a little nicer.
Yeah, it's a little bit,
I mean, if the meal is good,
yeah.
Sure.
just don't give me no free hot dogs.
You don't like hot dogs?
I don't eat meat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did that have
I
anything to
left
do with
meat
your-
alone with penis.
When did you leave penis
When did you
alone?
leave penis alone?
Oh, like when I was 19.
Oh, what about
Okay,
First time I
you
tried it.
You tried it.
At 19.
Gotcha.
I was straight.
You had to make sure.
Yeah, I was straight for 1 year.
Okay.
I went to the military right after high school, and I was like, I might as well just do it just to see what it's like because I'm tired of everybody. Oh, you need a boyfriend? Okay, let me just see.
Like, just make sure I don't like it.
No, I knew I didn't. I didn't have to make sure of anything, but I was just raised in a very religious household.
Gotcha.
So have a boyfriend, get married, have kids.
it's what like
that was
it
the goal.
expected of you.
Right. That was what was expected.
Yeah.
Being gay, lesbian, none of that was allowed in my house.
Gotcha.
So going to the military, I was like, fuck it, let me just try to get it over with. Let me just get it over with. And I was bored as fuck. This is stupid. And I was like, he was going to town. And I was like, I want to go to Burger King. I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, I want to go to Burger King. He was like, I'm not finished. I was like, yeah, this is stupid. I'm hungry.
One time.
No, one time, yeah, like that. I mean, I tried to date dudes after that, but it was still like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Every time I went on a date with a dude, I felt gay. I felt
That's
more and more
hilarious.
gay. It was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
That's a good. I've never heard it described like that. That's
It only lasted a year. And after that, I was like, I already know.
If you don't mind me asking, like, what was once you were like finally like, fuck it, no, I'm gay. Like,
No,
how
it
did
was,
the family react?
My family. Well, my mom told me. Well, she didn't tell me, but I was riding with my cousin, her name is also. Well, I won't say. Just look. I won't tell her business. But I was rolling around with my cousin and my other two, her sisters from my primary dad.
Okay.
It was his nieces. So we're riding around, and my cousin, they're yelling at her and fussing at her because she already came out. She's a grown woman.
Right.
She has a husband, and she doesn't like him, and she's getting
so she
was in a heterosexual relationship with a man, and she was married to this guy, but she never liked him.
Right.
She pretty much, ran the house, but the family was upset because she wanted to get a divorce, and what are you gonna do? Why are you gonna do him like that? It's so. So they said, Tammy, little Tammy, are you gay too? And I was like, yeah. And so my other cousin leaned over and she was like, they're going to tell your mom, right? I was like, I don't care. And at this point, I think I was like 19, going on 20, and I had enough of everybody telling me what I was supposed to do in my life.
Right.
And from that moment on, she did. She told my mom. My mom asked me, we had a family reunion, and my mom asked me, because it was all of us living in the same house, me and my two gay cousins.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. She said, I always knew. I was just, waiting for you to tell me. And after that, she called me crying for 2 hours. What did I do wrong? I raised you better than that. I raised you in church. Why you have to do this to me? It was a big ordeal, and my parents left this earth not approving of me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, but I've lived with it. There's nothing I could do about it. I understand. My parents was from the 50s.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The mindset
it's
that
totally
was instilled in them.
two black people from the 50s.
Right.
So it's one from Texas and one from Virginia. So it's a lot of Southern.
Conservative style mindset.
The world was changing from the way they knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it is now. A lot of my generation don't understand this new world.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's where my parents was. They were stuck in the middle of change and not understanding how to adapt to it.
And even your generation is still a lot more liberal compared to them.
Yes, because we have fun. My generation
Right.
had fun. We was outside. We came up during. Now you remember my generation is different from y'all.
It's after the count.
Yeah, I'm 71, so we came out after the Panthers, after the Revolution, after
You were born 71?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we came. It was still free lunch thanks to the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
It was still going outside to the park and playing and Hot Wheels and all that stuff.
Right.
So I just always knew who I was, but I couldn't express it because I just wasn't in that type of environment.
To say, and not so much as today, but even within your generation, you had an already more freeing mindset of like,
Yeah.
Mom, times are changing. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I went to a school that was like everybody. my school had Tongans, Samoans,
Yep.
Mexicans, white people.
Yeah.
It was Philippine. It was everybody.
Right.
So I didn't grow up in one cultured.
Yeah.
Right.
And then my parents made sure that we traveled. There was no sitting at home in the summer. You had to go to summer camp somewhere far, or you had to go back. We went back to New York. We always traveled, and my parents never wanted the four corners of our block to be all that we saw.
The extent of your
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
Right.
So before I graduated high school, I probably lived in 3 different states. So by the time I became an adult, I already knew what I wanted and who I was.
Right.
So, and I knew I didn't like boys. I've always known that. But I tried to, conform to what my parents wanted, and it lasted a year.
Yeah.
I got out of the military and was like, fuck all of y'all.
What branch of the military were you?
Army National Guard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like when you first came on the podcast, you told us a lot of this, like some of this. Today you
Right.
told us a little bit more, and I like hearing your perspective on it, because it's like you came from a whole different world. Like now it's a whole,
Now you could be a turtle.
People are claiming that aren't even,
If you want to identify as a turtle today,
Yeah.
they got to call you a turtle.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
it's I feel like it's like these kind of stories are important for people to hear, because they're like, for example, have you ever had anyone come out to you?
Oh yeah.
How's that?
One of my best friends, I worked at Burger King in Fresno, and he let me live with him because I was in a messy situation. So he was like, "Oh, you could come live with us," and I was like, "Your mom is not gonna let me live with you," and she did. She was a nice lady. He was still in high school at the time, and like I would say a few months after I was living there, he told me that he was gay and he wanted to come out to his mom, but he didn't know how. And I was like, your mom is cool. She let me live here and she don't even know me. So I think all you have to do is to just go talk to your mom. And he did. And she was like, I don't care.
Right.
And, we've been best friends ever since. And he is successful. He has degrees. He runs a pizza place in Fresno. It's great.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
But, I've had friends come out to me. I had one friend, she was real boyish, but she couldn't be that way around her family. So whenever we hung out, she would get in the car and change her clothes in order to be the boyish,
the
lesbian that she
tomboyish,
wanted to
yeah.
be. So I've raised a lot of straight people kids and gay people kids.
Right.
Well, straight people kids who are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tammy, we're close to the end now, and I always like to give this last portion of the show for anything you want to plug. This episode will probably come out like beginning of April. So if you got anything you want to plug for our listeners,
Oh man, I don't even know. Go to the real Tammy T Love on Instagram. Go to my stories and all that's in there, because I don't remember when my shows are. But I do have some dope stuff coming up. I'll be at the Crow on the 16th of this month. That's in Los Angeles.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be with the guy from That Fool.
you're gonna be with Rodrigo.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
saw
gonna
that.
be
That's
fun.
dope. Okay. That's Rodrigo, right? Yeah.
This Fool, yeah, I like that show. So I'm excited about that, and I'll be doing some more stuff with in Santa Rosa, probably with Barrel Proof.
Chris Estrada, right?
Yes, Chris,
Yeah,
I
Chris
think
Estrada,
so. Chris
yeah.
Estrada.
Okay, yeah, no, the
And
wrong
it's a lot of other people on that lineup, but that one I'm really happy to be
Nice.
involved with,
That's awesome.
Nice.
because I like
That's
that
pretty
show.
dope. Yeah. Hopefully they save it right now.
Yeah,
because they've
and I
seen-
also filmed a TV
Oh, shit.
comedy stand-up show that's a pilot. I don't know when it's going to come out, but be looking for it. It's called West Comedy Jam. I was able to film that in Los Angeles
Nice.
a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
I would say, can I say something?
Yes.
Like, I've seen you do stand up now since when I first met you, 2019.
Yes.
And then I just saw you the other day. We were both on the show together.
Yes.
And I gotta say, man, like, I've been seeing like your sets over the years, and lately you've been fucking
I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just been trying to be more of myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not drinking alcohol. You know what I'm
That's-
saying? I'm not drinking alcohol, so I'm not up there stuttering and drunk trying to remember what I'm doing. I'm just up there having fun with the people.
And I've also like seen you on shows lately more, and I gotta say, like, it's been a lot of fun sitting with you before shows to like and just chatting it up.
Because I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been great. So like, you know,
I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate seeing you on the show, and I like to have you on more regularly.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
100%. I enjoy you guys. It's been fun getting to know everybody. I see him all the time on Instagram with his little tight pants. He's always on there with his tight pants and no shirt, like he just got out the shower.
Like
I never post without a shirt.
like we all want to see that shit.
You have a tank top on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still, that's like no shirt. It's like your little bra.
Yeah. So your Instagram, you said Tammy T.
At the real Tammy T.
Real Tammy T.
Somebody tried to steal my name.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even been here long. At
All
the
right.
real Tammy
At the
T.
real
Love.
Tammy T. Love.
Or TammyT.com. Either or.
You've been killing it, and
I
I'm
appreciate it.
happy to see it. I'm happy to see all your success. I see you were at the Portland Festival recently.
Yes, Northwest Black
Yeah.
Comedy Festival in Portland. Hijinks and Dirty Angel. It's great. Anybody out there that's black that want to get in that festival, you should definitely try it.
And you just did what was it, the Tuesday,
Chocolates. I
Chocolate
did
Sundays.
chocolate Sundays
Nice.
at the Laugh Factory. That was dope. I fainted at my hotel room earlier that day because I hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I passed out, and then I had to go do that show. So that was pretty interesting. And it was storming in Los Angeles and flooding. So
Life of a rock star.
God gives me the toughest roads to travel in order to get my success. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to plow through these floods.
and you
do it.
still show up.
I still show up.
That's how we're gonna end this. Thank you guys for listening. That's been the Voice Party.
And we're out.
Out.